What it do, man? It's your boy First Class. Y'all know what it is.
What up, man? It's Jay Hill, man. Y'all bear with me today, man. My sinuses on my ass. But we're going to get it done, though.
For sure. You know what I mean? You know what it is. Klass N Session with my guy, Jay Hill. Glad to be here today, man. Go Stros. That's what I'm going to start off with.
Tuve.
Yes, sir. Altuve is him.
No, for sure.
He
5'5".
him, bro. Yeah.
Play like he's
and
6'7".
Pack a punch. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking with my friend last night, and we were just talking about just having that star power, having that it factor in Houston.
Yeah.
And the first name he come up with is Hakeem Olajuwon, which is that's a Houston. You know what I'm saying? Went to U of H.
Yeah.
Also, you know what I'm saying? But he's also him. You know what I mean? And then what I'm getting at is he had to date back so far. You know what I'm saying? Houston culture, because it's a blessing to be from Houston.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? It's a blessing to be from Houston. You know, you could have been from Muskogee, Oklahoma. You know what I mean? So It's a blessing to be from Houston. I always said that. I always had that thought in my mind. But at the same time, I just look at it like, why is it so hard for us to have them star players come down here? And because if you can name them, we probably can name them on one hand. You got Hakeem, Harden. We had Tracy McGrady.
D what?
Tracy McGrady was already him before he came. Steve Francis.
Yeah, Steve Francis.
Yep, Steve Francis would be one.
Deshaun Watson.
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt. D-Hop.
D-Hop.
Andre Johnson. But see, Houston got that. The name of being an athlete killer.
Right.
Because you got to understand, there's so much to do out here, bro. These athletes come out here and they just get caught in nightlife, bro. You got the beautiful women. You got a club every night.
For sure.
You got everything you want every day of the week.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? And so we done been to the private bowling alley party. We done been there. It's something to do every day, bro. We see girls, guys, athletes, everybody come here and it change you, bro. Houston will change you.
It's a great city though. We can't just really blame Houston. I mean, you gotta have your discipline.
For sure.
But at the end of the day, you just really put on because you naming people that I kind of forgot. You know what I mean? But you got to put respect on their name. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And Altuve is definitely one of those. Like,
legendary.
He might be above a couple of the names we just spit out. You know what I'm saying?
Baseball wise, we had Craig Biggio, Jeff Bagwell. We had what was the pitcher name, bro? It was a pitcher. I cannot think of his name.
Ryan. I know his last name was Ryan, wasn't it?
Nolan.
Not Nolan.
We had I forgot. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But
I forgot his name too. Hey, y'all help us out.
I know we had a pitcher, Randy Johnson. I think he was here.
I know who you talking about though, but at the end of the day,
Clemens.
that's his name.
Yeah.
So So at the end of the day, we had a star power. Yeah. It just I feel like it's just I wish we had more in each sport because we a major city. We got 3 different sports. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we need that. Even though I feel like the Rockets are coming, but that's another story. Yeah. But we get into these talks because at the end of the day, I look for greatness out of our city. You know what I mean? I look for greatness out of just because of Houston's culture and just the music scene has always been something that because we grew up on a lot of music, but the Houston scene is something that I grew up on because I was from these same areas that's like the Slim Thugs. Like I've been jamming him since I was a little kid. Yeah. These are like, because I listen to music for motivation. You know what I mean? Like most of the stuff I listen to, it's taking me somewhere. I like to, dang, he said that. I like to rewind it, like, man, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's why I listen to the, like, Jay-Z's, Jeezy, Larry June. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these guys are all spitting motivational things for me, even though it can be lyrically greatness too. Yeah. I just look at it like, what do you look for in music? What do people look for in music?
Man, since I've been playing sports, it's been something just to get me in that zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the beat gotta be immaculate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the word, you gotta be saying something, of course.
Yeah. But that
like
beat hard.
You gotta be harder because I like to zone out. You know, that's just me. When I listen to music, I zone out and go to a whole other place. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, sometimes, especially if it's slow jams or something, I want to listen to the lyrics and be in that place of the lyrics, what they talk about. But usually if I'm training, when we get to the training and training other people.
Yeah.
I like that music to get me in a zone. You know what I'm saying? I just
Agreed.
zone out and just lock in.
Yeah, and certain people move you certain different ways,
Right.
and you got to look at certain genres as well. Because you talk about R&B, we all wish R&B was where it was in the 90s.
Nah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Fact, because it was just it was so relatable,
right?
And it was a little bit of what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because now everybody swear they don't need nobody.
Right.
You know,
everybody too cool now, bro.
You know,
it ain't even cool to be in love no more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you want that girl, you want that guy,
sure.
You want that, you know what I'm saying? You want that love and that comparison and that little gut feeling when you singing in the rain. You want that. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody do. And at the end of the day, it's so crazy that how many people will go with the popular opinion of everything. When you have your own personal opinion, you know what I mean? But most people want to go with, if they don't like it, I don't like it either. You know what I mean?
Most people are followers, bro.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Followers, dog. And that's why, like, when you just look at social media, bro, you see everybody doing the same type of interviews, everybody saying the same type of stuff. It's just like, me personally, I'm the type that it's like I like when everybody's doing the masses, so I know who not to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I see all the guys talking about I don't like girls that do this, and I see all the girls saying I don't like guys. Like everybody got the same thought process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody get mad at it, but I look at it like that's cool. Show me who you are, and I know where to go. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like that.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's just kind of like that, man. I don't even knock everybody wants to do the same thing. That's fine. Y'all do it. I'm gonna know where I need to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And if it's the right decision, I'm gonna go there. That's the type of guy I am. If it's the right decision, I'm gonna go there. Yeah. If I feel in my gut it's the wrong decision, I ain't going there. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I kind of look at different things and different situations. Like what I'm getting at is like basically like Young Jeezy, Jay-Z, Larry June. Them guys all speaking stuff to move you on to your next step. To me, you know what I mean? It's just bettering yourself, and that's from the Larry June talking about credit, talking about eating vegan and stuff like that. At the end of the day, have I picked up everything that he's saying? Absolutely not.
Everything ain't for you.
Everything ain't for me. But at the end of the day, I see him preaching that get real stuff. I see him preaching that good real music. They told us to wipe our glasses, so that's why we wiping our glasses, y'all. But y'all know we gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all.
Don't worry about it.
We back.
We back, yeah.
But at the end of the day, you gotta look at it like when you get into the working out, you spoke on that. You look for a certain beat, you looking for a certain artist. What is that zone like?
Man, it's just one of those, another zone to get you to another level. So it's more so you block out everything and focus on the main thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Focus on the goal at hand.
It's kind of like you hear that beat, you hear that sound, you hear the lyrics, and it's just basically you visualize and focus on what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Focus on what's the point? Why am I here? What am I doing this for? You know what I mean? So it just kind of puts you. It's just like it forces you to get into that next level. It's like, man, it's a tunnel vision basically. You know what I mean? Put your blinders on and let's get to it. You know what I'm saying?
And it ain't nothing like being in the zone in anything, you know what I mean? And then I preach a lot of things, and we talking about working out, we talking about music. And I want to talk about just my purpose, and I felt my purpose in a training game is to kind of like, because I talk about my young guy Josiah a lot. Right. Because I took him from the kid that he was. He never played sports or anything like that. But I feel like it's a point in my life where I just figured, man, I can really help build this next generation. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I look at him as a great example because he really never played sports. Yeah. And then I built his confidence to he wouldn't swing at me. He wouldn't even.
He was scared. I remember. He was very timid. He was just very, very, very timid, shy.
Exactly.
You know, but
he done got a little older now. His voice done got deeper.
Yeah, you know, he got a little hair on his chest probably. You know what I'm saying?
So, but it's just crazy what you can do for kids if you build their confidence. And I kind of just pointed that because y'all all know I just recently started teaching, so I'm reaching out to a lot of different kids in a lot of different areas, and that's my goal. My whole goal and purpose is to kind of fulfill my dream of saying, hey, I can do this for this community because this community raised me.
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean?
right.
Like I almost have a goal to go in mind to change a lot of mindsets that's coming with the upbringing that's in that community. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they starting to look. I feel like they don't even. It's just the whole. I mean, this is just everybody in general. They're not really doing the social media. I mean, they're doing more on social media gaming and things like of that nature. So they ain't picking up like we went outside and played.
We had to. And I think that's where we come in at because parents can only do so much. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, both Josiah parents, they would encourage him to do stuff, but it's just different when it comes from somebody else. Like, that's why it comes back with that. It takes a village, bro. You know what I'm saying? It takes other people, other perspectives, other terminology, just other explanations, other reasonings, just to get that motivation. Because parents, it happened with everybody. Like, our parent would tell us something, and you supposed to say that. But somebody else would tell us the exact same thing, but like, okay, cool. And it's just that different type of validation that we all need, that extra outside influence.
For sure.
What I mean? Positive influence, and that'll change everything we need, bro. Because, like you said, like when I train, I say if you could comprehend, you could train. So 3, 4, 5, if you could comprehend what I'm saying, you could train. Because that's building a foundation.
And I feel like the earlier you do it, the better. You know what I mean?
It ain't got to be intense. Just something.
Just putting them on something. Hey, this is how this is structured. This is how this goes. Because my I want to say the youngest kid I did in boxing was 4 years old. Mm-hmm. But I asked, let me get that 15 minutes with him to see if he can comprehend. You know what I mean? And if he can, boom, he's jump-started everything in his life right now. Because you got to look at it. Confidence is everything.
Confidence,
you know what I mean?
Bro.
And once you build confidence in him being an athlete, what else is next? He going to want to be competitive academically. Yeah. He's going to want to be the best at everything. Sometimes it work in the back way.
Right.
When you get, you're too good, now you ain't got to do this and you ain't got to do that. But 9 times out of 10, if you want to play. Yeah. So that means academically you got to be on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at the end of the day, I look at it like this. I need the parents to kind of step up as far as just like knowing, man, it's a different era now. You know what I mean? Let's be ahead instead of being behind.
Right.
And that's academically as well. You know what I mean?
Nah, I agree with you, bro. I agree. I think parents need to do a better job of being more involved. But a lot of it's they don't have time. Yeah. They don't have time. Now 2 parents are working, they're both working, they don't have time. Now they leaving it to YouTube, social media and everything else.
Yeah, that's excuses though.
It is. But I know me personally, like I grew up, it was just my dad. He was at work all the time. Yeah. So we really had to figure it out. But luckily we had to be outside. We ain't had social media like that now.
But that helped.
But if social media was like it was today back then, we'd probably been the same thing.
It'd have been tough on our mindsets.
You know what I'm saying?
I know me though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna just be sitting in no house. I used to wake up in the morning. It's 8 o'clock. I'm gone. Right,
but if all our friends, because that's the thing. A lot of these friends they don't stay next to each other like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So we had everybody in the same neighborhood, so we just go play. You know what I'm saying?
And down the street.
Down the street, or I'm riding the bike. You know what I'm saying? But you can't even have the kids riding the bikes out here like that these days.
Yeah. It's
a
little more dangerous. It's a little more dangerous. You don't trust everything like you used to. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I just feel like that's why we around, bro.
Nah, fact. That's exactly why we around.
Invest in your child. Invest in their future because at the end of the day, you got to look at it like these sources. How many personal trainers you had in high school? Well, you played football.
I ended up having one.
Look.
I ended up having one my senior year.
And you're younger than me as well.
Yeah. But the thing is, he was a substitute teacher. He just was like, we was talking, and I told him I was playing. He's like, man, I'll train you, help you get where you need to go. And so every day after school, he trained me shit.
I didn't have one personal trainer until I became a freshman in college. And I came and I worked out with Johnny Knox, Anthony Beck, shout out to my guys. We went out there and worked out, and I was like, man, if I had you, I'm telling the trainer, if I had you in high school, man, I wouldn't be at the school that I'm at right now, type stuff. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, now we are available. Leaders like me are available. Leaders like Jay Hill are available to help build your kids' confidence, in any sport, in anything that they're doing. At the end of the day, it starts with a mindset of winning or building. Right. You know what I mean? That's really what we on. And the reason why I'm so stern on it, because I really feel like if we can get everybody to kind of like agree, even the parents, agree with the kids because at the end of the day, they listening to the parents. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day,
they listen to a lot of times they listen to the parents in front of the parents, and
then they,
you know what I mean? Because
I
ain't gonna lie, we'll have more of an influence on them than their parents will, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why, like I tell a lot of mothers, like you have to get your son around positive men, bro, because at some age he's not gonna listen to you no more. Regardless how much fear you put in front of him, how much you think he respects, he gonna respect you as mom. But at the end of the day, he needs a male figure to tell him this is how you be a man. This is what you need to do. It's just inevitable because he gets 16, 17, grow some little hair on his nuts. You know what I'm saying? He think he don't gotta listen to you because you can't beat him up. So what you gonna do? You know what I mean? And it's
I'll be honest with you. Pam was a little different. Shout out to my mama. She was a little different. But I agree with you because at the end of the day, I had coaches and that's, you know what I mean? I had coaches and those were my positive male figures. You know what I mean? I met my pops a little late when I was 19, which I never really held to against. I never use it. I just use it as motivation to just not be in those situations. But at the end of the day, I'm using my platform to come in and step in for even if father figure or not.
Yeah, big brother, you know, same
big
thing.
brother.
Same,
you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I just look at it like, man, it's a big purpose for you to go ahead and really jumpstart their careers to just positive. Like, I don't even know the word to say, but lives will be a lot better the earlier you start learning, not even just being an athlete, but discipline. You know what I mean?
Discipline, bro.
Discipline is what it is.
That's what I was gonna say. With your mom, she let other men discipline you.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, I've seen too many mothers, don't say nothing to my son. You can't say nothing to my son. I'll handle my son. Right. And that's the problem, bro. Like,
that is crazy.
Bro, I didn't see mothers, they won't even let the stepdaddy discipline the son. Right. So like when you a 15-year-old and now this man can't say nothing to me either, man, you lose all respect of authority. Right. Like, you don't respect no authority from nobody.
And your kid can't come around me and do nothing disrespectful.
That right now. I tell him off the rip. I don't care how you talk to your mama when you at home. You ain't finna do it like that with now. Because I know you ain't gonna whoop me.
For sure, because I don't allow any disrespect towards women. I don't allow any like excuses is okay. You still learning, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you're gonna be respectful in anything towards what I got going on. Because at the end of the day, I done had clients bring me their kid because they being disrespectful at home. Yeah. You know what I mean? And vice versa. I done had a client bring me their son because he was a little soft at home. You know what I'm saying? Right. And at the end of the day, you kind of figure out confidence in those kids, and that's the main goal. And that's all I'm trying to search for. Like, I'm walking around that school, I'm searching for the confidence in the kid. I'm trying to see where they at mindset-wise, and I'm trying to help them as much as I can. Right. I ain't one of them guys that's just going to let it slide. I ain't going to let it slide. I see if you got the potential, if you want it, but that's one thing as well.
You got to want
it. Because even Josiah again. Josiah, first couple of times he came see me, he was in it. You remember. Yeah. But now he might walk up on you but he got to the age to where his confidence and oversighted now. So, and I like that. I love it. I love it for him, and I love it for his parents. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, but you gotta also know. You know what I'm saying? This is a fact. The more you know about fighting, the more you know about boxing, the less likely you are to fight anybody. Yeah. And a lot of people look like, I don't want to put my kids in boxing and stuff like that. I don't want them out there fighting. No. I'm telling you, the more they learn about it, the less like they'll be like, bro, chill out.
Right.
You don't want these problems, you know what I'm saying? So I encourage y'all that the personal training, football, balance, conditioning, boxing, just being self-aware.
Athleticism.
You know what I'm saying? Athleticism. I encourage all that on them because it builds confidence. Again, confidence start with athleticism, but it can end up with the grades. It can end up, I want to be the first one in my family to go to college. It can be anything. I want to start my own business. I want to be a personal trainer. So I just kind of look at it like that. We got to pick up our motivations where they come.
For sure, bro. I agree with that 1,000%, bro. I think with how I deal with a lot of kids, because I build relationships. Right. You know what I mean? I'm big on relationships. So I know a lot of these trainers, they do it for the glitz and the glamour. If this kid makes it, if he doesn't. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, one of my first athletes, he right now, Deshaun Jameson, he's with Carolina.
Right.
And his mom actually just texted me. You know what I mean? And it's about relationships. Like, I'm like a big brother. He like my little brother. You know, they trust me. You know, I'm family now. You know what I mean? And I think that goes further than just being a trainer. You know what I mean? It's like that. And he's a single child. So I think just with me, I go for the relationships of being that missing piece, being that person that I didn't have.
Not the yes man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I had older brothers, I did, but I still didn't have somebody telling me all the information that I'm telling these kids now. Yeah. You know what I mean? As far as just what to do. Because
I think that's the difference between that personal trainer role too. Like, we got the game and we ain't afraid to give it off because our time passed.
Right, you know what I mean? And even when I was playing, I was always the type to, like, the younger guys that came under me, I'm giving them the game.
For sure.
Because giving them the game, now I got to learn more because they're going to pass me up.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, I had older brothers.
That's
so,
very true.
you know, we were still all learning at the same time. So, they might have went through it 2-3 years before me, but it still was so close that nobody could really give me the game. Like, this is what's going to happen when you do this, bro. It was still, everybody was figuring it out.
It's different when you the star.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so, I think having those, 5-10 years ahead of these kids, it's not too old, but it's not close enough to they don't respect you either. You know what I'm saying?
For real. And I always I ain't gonna say I always tell this story, but my story of me just going through college, because you went to Cal, right?
Yeah.
Out of high school.
Yeah.
That's great shit. Congrats on that. That's good shit.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
Graduated. But number one public school in the world. Stop playing with me.
Yeah, come on. But I went to Blinn Junior High out of high school, and my high school, we went 1-9.
That's tough.
Like, the year before that, we went 2-7 or some. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really win at all in high school, and that just was a norm for us. You know what I mean? It was kind of everybody around there kind of was normal with it, and I wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cussing the coaches out. Everybody get it. We lose, and I'm not used to losing. Mm-hmm. My freshman year, we get to Blinn. I don't lose a game. We win a national championship. I start half of the season. I'll say that. I start half of the season, but I didn't let what that small circle I was in, I didn't let that stop me. And I use that story to tell these kids today, like, at the end of the day, like, it's really about what you gonna bring to the table.
Nah, facts.
If you gonna say, all right, I'm gonna commit to being great, you gonna be great. And that's something I've always kind of committed myself to be. And I kind of want to stand up to that standard. Exactly. Stand up to that standard. So I'm looking at it like if you set these goals, go reach them. Go get them. You know what I mean? And that's something I kind of always preach. You did?
Yeah, I mean, I'm big on a lot of these younger kids, they treat this shit like a hobby instead of like a lifestyle.
Right.
And so, yeah, they talk, everything for glitz and glamour, social media and Twitter and rivals and all this shit. It's like, bro, because, we do the 7-on-7. Yeah. And I'm real with them, bro. I'm like, look, bro, y'all do this shit like a hobby, bro. If it's a lifestyle, it's a lifestyle. Right. You know what I mean? And the difference is, if it's a lifestyle, it's kind of like brushing your teeth, bro. You got to do that every day. That's a lifestyle. But if it's a hobby, that's like playing a game. I play the game when I want to. You know what I mean? So you got to decide, you going to make it a hobby or you going to make it a lifestyle. Either way, it's cool. But don't lie to yourself, you know what I'm saying, about which is, what is what. And so I think that's a big thing. It's like a whole, everybody's really treating it like a hobby instead of a lifestyle because nobody really telling them or understanding the difference. You know what I'm saying?
I needed to hear that too, Jay Hill. Nah, for real. You know what I'm saying? But in all honesty and all realness, man, this again, just some real niggas giving to y'all our perspective about everything. But get those kids involved, get everybody involved in what that can move them to the next level. Everybody's searching for that next level, next goal. I hope everybody succeeds on that. It's your boy First Klass, my guy Jay Hill.
Yo.